Okay, what we have in this bucket here is concentrates from Bear River. That's a total of about 4 outings out. Originally, the concentrates were run through a 30 mesh, so that way it could be run through a standard sluice box out there at Bear River. What I'm going to do for you here is I'm going to show you what I call the Bear River method cleanup. And like I said, this is concentrates from about 4 trips out, and I'm going to show you what I do to prep this for a blue bowl. Okay, got a little water down on the bottom. Now the first thing that I do, got 2 classifiers here. Once again, this is after you have already run your material out in the water. So this would be prep for blue bowl. The first step is going to be a 12 screen, and then just under that 12 screen we're going to use a 30 mesh. So some super fine stuff to get this ready for Bear River. What I do is I put the obviously the larger one on top, that down into the bucket, just like that. I'm going to take all the concentrates that I've got from Bear River. I'm going to dump it down into the top here. Make sure that we rinse that out. Okay, now that there's nothing left in the little concentrate bucket, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the hose to help filter the dirt that we have here down into the smaller classifier on the bottom, and then ultimately what ends up in the bucket on the bottom is what will run through the blue bowl. Okay. Now as you can see, that's pretty rinsed out. But this stuff we don't want to get rid of yet. This stuff here, there's still possibility that there's gold in this, so we're going to pan this out just a little bit later. So everything that's in here technically would be 12 plus size range. So we're going to set that aside. This stuff will be a little bit easier to pan out later. What we have left here is the 30 mesh stuff, and we're going to run this through just like we did the 12. Out. Everything that goes through this technically is minus 30 mesh, which I find works nice for running for blue bowl. Okay, for panning this out, I'm going to use 2 different pans. This is a standard GPAA pan called the Gold Catcher. And then the smaller one that I like to use, this one's a Garrett Gravity Trap. So both of these I'm going to use just to pan out what we just classified. So now for this, I'm going to use the standard GPAA pan, and I'm just going to take that plus 12 stuff. Put it down into a pan, then rinse it out. Now for me, at least for where I'm digging up at Bear River, most of the time I don't see anything in this here. but we're going to pan it out anyway. Normally the gold at Bear River is a little bit smaller than what would normally get trapped into this. And nothing in here. Once again, just a lot of rocks. So, okay, let's move on to the smaller. Let's move on to the smaller stuff. Pan this stuff out. Once again, you have to find your own method for how you want to process or pan things out. But I find that this works really well for me. But as you can see, this has got some pretty nice stuff in it. Which I will detail out later. So that right there is from the Plus 30.